Okay, mini rant. Just a mini rant, not a big one, just a little one. I know y'all know that I love to feed my family fresh vegetables. I like the flavor of it. I like cooking it. I like preparing it. I love everything there is to do with fresh vegetables. So I try to buy as much fresh vegetables as possible. And I avoid going to big chain stores like Walmart and Target, just other places like that, HEB, you name it. I try really hard to avoid buying my fresh produce from them, and I really prefer to buy it from like local farmers at the farmers market, and growing it myself as much as possible. But we had that ice storm this last week, and as a result, we ran completely out of vegetables, and I could not get someplace else, and I really didn't want to have to go in the store. It's slushy, it's a mess, we had to go to the feed store. It was just a really busy day. So I rolled the dice, and I took the gamble. Now I have samples to show you on why you avoid doing this. So here's the deal. If you buy produce through the pickup service where you just place the order online, then a Walmart shopper goes through and they shop all your stuff and then they check it out, and all you're supposed to have to do is show up and pick it up. Now there's a chance they might not have everything, and some of the items, if you do get produce or meats, is weight, so they're weight adjusted. Now not all of them. Some items are sold, like cauliflower is generally sold per head, not per pound. So if you go in to the store, you get to pick this stuff out for yourself. But if you're relying on their online service, they get to pick it out for you. So here's the deal. If I buy a tomato, that tomato is going to be at least as big as the bun. Now this is a cheap little Walmart bun, little great value Walmart bun, no big deal. It's bread, it works. So if I buy a slicer tomato because I plan on making hamburgers, I expect the tomato to at least be as big around as the bun. Barely. It's barely. That's not what upset me about it. It is tiny. I would have picked out a much bigger tomato. This is a slicer tomato, but I want you to notice the color. I would have never chosen a green, splotchety, bruised, that's a bruise, tomato. It's all squishy on the top with big old dents. This is not from bagging, people. This does not happen on the way out. This is just the quality of what you can expect if you let somebody else shop your produce for you. So I guess, you get what you get. That part was frustrating. The tiny green, overripe, ripened on the truck tomato was frustrating, but then, remember the cauliflower? Sold per head. So if you go into the store and you pick out a cauliflower, you're going for the biggest cauliflower you can get, because they're not sold per pound, they're sold per head, and you want to get your money's worth. And if you pay somebody else to do your shopping for you, that's what you expect them to do, is represent you. Like if you were wearing the king's ring, you're representing the king. You do what the king would want you to do. So why do I get a head of cauliflower that I could use in a softball game? This was supposed to feed a family for an entire meal, and it may hard to tell. Maybe it looks bigger because I've got it up close here, but it's not much bigger than the tiny tomato. Okay, so little bitty cauliflower. So if they pick it out for you, if you trust the online shoppers to shop for you, you can expect to get small and less value for your money. So that was frustrating, but here's the kicker. This would be a normal head of broccoli. This is what I would expect. So if I order 3 or 4 heads of broccoli, I expect to get 3 or 4 of these. I don't expect to get it so limp that the leaves no longer stand up. This is straight home, guys. They were late on the order, an hour late on the order. We had to wait 40 minutes in the parking lot. They come out with our groceries, and this is what it looked like. It took me 20 minutes to get home, and I was so frustrated. I just immediately started doing the video. So overripe. If I don't use this tomorrow looking at it, it's going to go bad. Maybe I can mix it with the cauliflower, because I ordered 2 big floret, thinking big florets. That one's acceptable. So what's this? Just for comparison. This would be about right. 2 of these would feed my family. And this one's actually squishy. Like way overripe. So yeah. I think that'll be enough for us. But honestly, I think I'm just going to take the big one, mix it with the cauliflower, and throw in some carrots and make some homemade Normandy blend, because this is sad. This is really sad. So, if you are desperate, sure, do the online order, pick it up, but you get what you get, people. You get what you get. If you want decent quality, go to the farmer's market. Get good stuff, and don't expect to get the same quality at Walmart. Just saying.